on their own?
I think most of the churches are doing all they can do. There's some churches that aren't really engaged in this for whatever reason, and I'm not really in a position to judge them or comment on it, but there's a lot of churches that are doing a lot more than anyone else is in this town. I know Woodside does a lot of work. If you go into Woodside, they got water from stem to stern in that place, and there are many churches that are leading the charge here. Our Lady Guadalupe does a lot of great work in that. St. Mike's Church has done a lot by allowing us to be here for all this time. St. Mary's Church we're also affiliated with. We do water distribution, water education out of their church. We've done that for 4 months now. And then the church we're moving to, which is Salem Lutheran, is going to dedicate a whole suite of offices to our organization. And they're actually going to help fund our group to do the work we're doing and help them in their neighborhoods. So the churches are doing amazing things here. Every day and drive an hour here every day, and every night I would cry the whole drive home. The whole drive home. The things you see is just, you know, I was an EMT in Detroit. I've seen a lot of shit, but the stuff I've seen here is like nothing I've ever seen. The level of suffering and the trauma and the mental health as a result of this crisis, it's, you know, it's never going to leave me now. I see faces in my sleep, and I can't sleep because I know how many people we haven't reached, and I feel guilty that I'm sleeping when all this is going on, you know, but we've had to really take a good look at self-care for all of us, myself included. So, and that's one of our primary things we do as an agency is we invest a lot of time and resources into self-care for our people here, because we know that the secondary trauma of visiting the homes is devastating to our social workers, and we want to make sure that we can tend to their needs too, so they can come back and join us, and that they're not damaged by this experience. But ultimately, we're all damaged by it. From what we've seen, it's hard not to be damaged by it.
Brothers and sisters who have died in the hope of resurrection. We sing, Our Father, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive them.
Yeah, they get the scraps. They get the scraps. Genesee County gets scraps. And because they don't get their fair share of resources in the state of Michigan, then by extrapolating from that, then they cut their pieces of the pie to the different cities in Genesee County and Flint. Just by the fact that Genesee County doesn't get its fair share, Flint gets less of a share than it's supposed to get. And then so you can take that right down to the individual level, then communities and neighborhoods and families and individuals get even less services. So you've got social workers now working with massive caseloads with very few resources, and them hiring with money for less and less social workers. So the amount of, just because you cut the resources doesn't mean you cut the need. So the need stays high and the resources stay less. So social workers have to do more and more and more work. And I have personal friends that work up here in Genesee County, and they're devastated, and it's running them into the ground.
No, wow.
And so they're destroying their own resources here by running them too hard and not supporting them. So our little agency is trying to change that. And so actually Genesee Health Systems, which is the local community health branch here, has asked us to help come and train them in how best to take care of and feed and water social workers. And that means something to us. If we're doing it really well on a small scale and we can help them on a bigger scale, then maybe we'll have a really long-term impact on this, because we can save the social workers. If we can save and preserve and keep these mental health professionals in the system, then that'll help these kids, these families, these individuals in the community. So we're trying every backdoor we can to help make this better, and I think I hope we're going to be successful on one or more of these levels.